All right, it's podcast time. Friday, September 8th. Good to be with everyone. A little aggravated right now because I'm watching Germany beat the United States as this game is going on, although the U.S. is on a run. At the time of this podcast, they're down 106-103. I can't believe we're losing to Germany, though. They got 3 players on the damn team, and 1 is good. But we'll see how that goes. Good to be with everyone. I am Chris Hodge. Friday, September 8th. Obviously, everyone saw the opener last night. Good job by Detroit. Bad job by Kansas City. Tony still can't catch. Take the Super Bowl away from him. People want to run him out of town. But he drops the pass, leads to the pick 6. But then Kansas City does a bad job. They need to stop there at the end. Couldn't get it. So they lose 21-20. Game stays under. Detroit wins outright. Obviously, Kelsey being out, that really hurts Kansas City and everything, Patrick Mahomes. But, Patrick Mahomes does. But it's a long season, and, Kansas City's going to be there at the end. Good job by Detroit last night. I have to vent about something before I get to some free picks and, the action for Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to give a free pick for Saturday, free pick for Sunday here on this podcast. This is the Taking Vegas podcast, by the way. Doing it twice a week. Try to keep these podcasts around 12 minutes long, because there's a specific reason for that. Have you ever sat in a business meeting for longer than 20 minutes and not wanted to kill everyone in the room because it's just hard to listen to people talk for more than 20 minutes? I feel that way. I can't sit in a meeting without I absolutely just wanting to destroy everyone that's speaking in the room. So I try to keep this around 12 minutes. I figure you like that, right? My producer laughs, right? The 12 minutes is a good mark for the podcast, and try to keep it interesting and fun. But I have to go on the NCAA again. I'll tell you, man, of all the criminal organizations in the world, because the NCAA is flat out a criminal organization, there is no other organization that I loathe, detest, hate more than these guys from the NCAA. It's an old boys club. They're a bunch of clowns. They should be disbanded and sued. What they did to this kid, Tez Walker, from North Carolina, is absolutely disgusting. I don't know if you've heard the story. This kid transferred twice. The first time he transfers is because his team canceled the season due to COVID. So he didn't even play for them. Then he transfers again because he has to get back close home because of his mom. His mom was sick. So now he transfers to North Carolina. And, the NCAA has this archaic, stupid rule about 2 transfers, not even taking into account what happened with the first transfer. And they rule this kid ineligible to play this season. Now, this is the same NCAA that actually has the audacity and the balls to claim that they care about the wellness of the kids who make them a ton of money. Because let's face facts. The only reason why the NCAA makes the money it makes, okay, is because of the hard work and dedication of the athletes, from the football players right down to fencing, okay, and everything in between. It's the hard work of the athletes, both men and women, who put their time in, who do all the work they have to do, and they make the NCAA money. And these clowns come out and actually have the audacity to say, no, we care about the wellness, the well-being of the kids that we're supposed to represent. Meanwhile, you're going to have UCLA and USC traveling across the country because now they're in the Big Ten. It's a scam. It's always been a scam from day one. Look at this. There's 108, 106 with 135 to go, Germany, USA. So hopefully we pull that out. Back to the NCAA and the scams at large. Absolutely the worst organization ever. Take the mafia, times it by 10. That's what you get with the NCAA. That's how bad they are. I believe it in my heart. A criminal organization that makes money off kids. 18-year-old, they're kids. Okay, when they get to 20, 21, they're young adults. Fine. But this Walker situation, it's got to get changed. They had an appeal a couple days ago. And what they did to this poor kid. It's the NCAA. The NCAA, the biggest hypocrites in the history of the world work for the NCAA. I don't care. Put it up. Hashtag this. I'm talking about. I don't care where it goes. Chris Hodge taking Vegas. The NCAA, the biggest hypocrites of all time. Never been a bigger bunch of hypocrites than them. So hopefully, there's a petition going around to get this kid walking to play. I really hope the kid can play. He deserves to play for North Carolina. No kid should ever be, have his dream taken away from him, especially if he transfers to help a parent. Are you kidding me? I hate this USA team, bro. I hate them. I'm looking at my producer. I can't stand them. They're going to end up losing this game, man. They're down 111, 107 right now. I know. I'm venting right now. Before we lose listeners, let me keep them around with a free pick for Saturday. It's Friday. Illinois is playing Kansas tonight. Don't have anything on that game. But for Saturday, we're going to go with the over in the Ole Miss-Tulane game. We're giving that out also on Sports Investors Daily for the Saturday show. Again, we do Sports Investors Daily every Saturday and Sunday. We are signed right through the middle of April. So every weekend we'll be on, with the exception, I believe, of Christmas that week. So free pick for Saturday, over Ole Miss Tulane. I have a free pick for Sunday. I tell you guys, I'm trying to keep my pay attention here. I just don't understand how we can have a USA basketball team and lose to Germany. I don't get it. This is worse than losing to Lithuania, who I didn't even know had a basketball team. I don't think see, this is the problem when you don't have pride. Kobe Bryant did not lose one game, not one. His record was 36-0 in international basketball history. He did not lose one game. They did the Redeem team in 2008 when they had that stupid year in 2004. USA basketball should never lose to anyone ever. That's how much better our athletes are, especially in basketball. But when you don't have any pride, right, and you don't have your best players, like, it's just so frustrating. They're down 4 right now with 30 seconds to go. So, interesting weekend. Let's get to, real quick, what I believe, this has to be a sucker bet. It has to be. Nebraska's playing Colorado. The whole world won with Colorado last week, plus 21. I like Deion Sanders. I said that earlier in the week. I want Deion Sanders to do a tremendous job. If I had football players for children, I would send them to play for Deion Sanders if they were good enough and could play. I like what he's doing. I feel like he's preparing the young men for life after football. Yeah, he'll have a few NFL players on his team that'll go on to make millions. Great, God willing. But for the most part, the 75, 80 other players that won't play in the NFL, I believe Deion Sanders is preparing them for life. And that's the most important thing a college coach can do. Wins and losses, yes. We all know what it is, right? But you still have to prepare kids for life. And I feel Deion Sanders is doing that. But to be a 2.5-point favorite over Nebraska right now, who literally creates ways to lose games, like makes them up, pulls them out of thin air. How can we screw this game up? That's what Nebraska does. Colorado looks like the easiest bet ever. I'm not on the game either which way because my experience, having done this business for 20 years, you could tell something don't smell right. I'll tell you, and something don't smell right in the UTSA game. Right with Texas State. Texas State just went and beat Baylor. They were getting 10 earlier in the week from UTSA, who looked like garbage against Houston. Their quarterback is either colorblind or bad, one or the other, maybe both, because he was throwing the ball to the other team. He did it 3 straight times. Okay? And now UTSA is a 13-point favorite over Texas State. That smells bad. These are the type of games you have to lay off of. I can't. I keep going back to it. I hate them. I can't. This 113-109. They lost this game. We literally lost to Germany. Germany has the kid Wagner from Orlando, who's a good player. They have Schroeder, who no one wanted. They have Theus, who averages 7 points a game, and they just beat the United States basketball team. Germany. It looks like 113-111 right now with about 4 seconds to go. Oh, my God, it's terrible. It's really so frustrating. And Steve Kerr, he's another one. He should get on his hands and knees and thank Steph Curry. Yeah, the only reason why Steve Kerr has championships as a coach. Get on your hands and knees and thank you, Steph Curry, for making 90-foot jump shots whenever you shoot them. Do I sound like I'm ranting right now? I'm looking at my producer back there. Oh my, guys! Look, I love football. I love sports in general. I love watching athletes do what they do, right? But my favorite sport is actually basketball. And to watch these clowns, it's so frustrating. It really is. Gave you a free pick for Saturday. We have the over in the Ole Miss Tulane game. Sunday, there are a couple games out there that I really think are good plays. We're going to be speaking about that on Sports Investors Daily come the Sunday radio show. Again, we're doing the show on Friday morning, as you can't tell because I'm yelling at the Germany-USA game. But I think Dallas and the Giants, I think that game stays under the posted total. So that's another free pick for the weekend. I think it's going to be a defensive game. Both offenses are improved, but both defenses are improved as well. Dallas always gives the Giants a hard time defensively, always. Going on forever. I think the Giants really have an underrated defense right now. I really do. I don't know how you're going to block these guys up front. They got some good players in the defensive backfield. Linebackers may be a little shaky. That might be the weakness of the defense, but a very good D-line. Very good defensive backfield. So I think it's going to be a defensive game. So we'll go under in that. Dallas, and it looks like 46.5. USA lost 113-111. It's terrible. It's terrible. It should never happen. Ever. But I've ranted about that enough. Oh, my God. And you're looking at a guy, right? I had no money on the game. I had no action on this ridiculousness. I just wanted my country. I have pride in my country. All right? We're the United States of America. I feel we're the best country in the world. Yeah, you can tell me we got problems. Oh, every other country has problems, all right? There's just people screaming about nonsense. I have pride in my country, all right? I want to see the USA win. We lose to Germany, who's 7-0, and they have one good player. 7-0 in this thing, one good player. And we found a way to lose to this team. And Steve Kerr, I've done enough about him. That's screamed about the NCAA, screamed about. I'm really not this mean of a person. I'm generally I'm very happy. I like when things go well, but when stupid stuff happens, it's just very frustrating. I don't know, real quick, because I'm ending this real quick. I told my wife, if Alcaraz plays Djokovic in the U.S. Open Finals, I got to be at that. I think that's going to be one of the greatest U.S. Open Finals of all time. So hopefully both guys win on Friday, because I think that, and I think both should win on Friday. Little bit different approach there. But boy, if you guys, for anyone who's listening to this in New York, the humidity we're dealing with right now, and those idiots won't close the dome there at the U.S. Open. They just wait for someone to drop dead of a heart attack. But I think that'll be a very, very exciting U.S. Open final. Very, very exciting. So I'm hoping that happens. I want to go see that in person. And that's going to wrap it up for this Friday, man. A couple rants, NCAA, scams, USA basketball, terrible, terrible. We need pride. There's only one Kobe Bryant. I get it, right? But we need pride. We need someone that's going to say, this is enough. We're never losing again. That's why Kobe went 36-0. 36-0 in international basketball in his career. 36-0. That's the guy you need. Someone like that to make sure we don't lose to Germany. You lose to Germany in soccer? No problem. It happens. Badminton? All right. Who cares? Basketball? Should never happen. All right. Free pick Saturday over Ole Miss Tulane. Free pick Sunday under Dallas, New York Giants. I hope everyone has a blessed weekend. It's Friday. Make sure you listen to the Sports Investors Daily Show every Saturday and Sunday. We're on all day tomorrow, all day Sunday, all throughout the country. Check your local listings. Have a great Friday, everyone. We'll catch you back here next week on the Taking Vegas podcast. Chris Hodge signing off.